Hi, everybody. Katrina again, and I thought you might like to get some tips on all-seeing magic, which is when you want to do magic to see things you can't normally see, insights into a situation, answers to a problem, who's spying on you, who might be looking in on what you're doing, or how basically to see things you can't normally see. And there are a few ways to do that, and you're looking at one of them. Look how far up that goes. Peacock feathers are a great way to have eyes where you don't normally have eyes. And there are a lot of people, and this is interesting, I didn't know this until I had a shop, that are super uncomfortable looking at peacock eyes. And that's because they feel very exposed. They feel like they're too visible, or people who want to not be seen. This is especially common in people who have been sexually abused and want to hide. And so sometimes seeing the eyes that are present on peacock feathers makes them very uncomfortable. So what you would do with the peacock feathers is, for instance, I've got a girlfriend named Teddy. Hey Teddy, love you, who wears peacock eyes facing backwards in her hair so that she has eyes in the back of her head, quite literally. You can put peacock feathers in floral arrangements and put them in places or rooms where you feel like people might be talking about you or where something's going on that you want to see. And there are other things you can use besides peacock eyes to be able to see things you wouldn't normally see. And we're going to unpack that a little bit in just a second. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about that just yet. This is our Abre las Ojos candle, and this is the all-seeing eye. And this is a candle that we burn when we want something to be revealed. It can either be to get someone else to see something that they're not seeing, or maybe like your side of an argument, or to be able to see something that you can't see. And it works really, really well. Some other ideas are down here, so we're going to take a gander down. It's not white sage, although that could help too. It's this. These are hagstones. Hagstones, by definition, are stones that have had holes weathered into them. Now, the hagstone itself doesn't give you sight beyond sight just by being a hagstone. It does honor the Kaliak, which is the hag energy, by being the hagstone. But for the sight beyond sight, we want the through and through hagstone, which is like this. That's a hagstone with a hole that goes all the way through. And we can look through that hole and see things we couldn't normally see, like fairies or spirits, or even solutions to a problem. So remember that hagstones are a really great way to see things we can't normally see. Here's another really wonderful trick. The cat's eye shell. When you look at the cat's eye shell, you can see it looks like an eye. And on the back, it just kind of has a mollusky look to it. But the cat's eye shell in a mojo bag or just held against you can also be another way to see things you can't normally see. Now, how would you do this? It's not as though it's suddenly going to just reveal itself to you, although that does sometimes happen. But if you're using the cat's eye shells or the hagstones or the all-seeing eye candle or the peacock feathers to be able to see something you're not normally seeing, you would use those and then spend some time in meditation, pay attention to your dreams, do some journaling, and just note your original thoughts, the thoughts that are born not chain linked to previous thoughts, but that just spontaneously come to you. That's where your magic lives. That's where your magical insight is. Pay attention to those things and you will get your answers. So those are 1, 2, 3, 4 different tools that you can use for sight beyond sight and for all-seeing magic. And I hope that this lets you see exactly what you need to see and what you want to see. And our website is www.crossroadsoccult.com. Take care, everybody.